language partners. So going back to LLC Canvas, I have language partners as a button. Now again, not again, I don't think I mentioned it earlier. If you are using the app on the cell phone, you have to literally click the word home on the left-hand side before you will see these links in the middle, okay, and this information. So when you go to your app, all you really see on your app are the links on the left, the top few, and then when you click home, then you'll see this page that'll look like this. So language partners, if language partners is required, my guess is it is that you have a requirement to do at least one language partner activity. You want to get started on this as soon as possible because this takes a little bit of time, all right? You can see here on this page, it talks a little bit about what it is. Just like Rosetta Stone doesn't follow your textbook exactly, language partners, even Japanese language partners, does not follow your textbook exactly. It has some parts that are from your textbook, but we're trying to get you to take what you've learned in class and what you learn in the language partner activity and synthesize those two so that you're learning and speeding up your learning. First thing you need to do is apply for language partners. If you're asynchronous, you probably don't know any other classmates, so just fill out the application with your information, and you should get an email back from the Language Learning Center by the end of Thursday, I would guess. You may as well wait till Monday morning to contact us. The only reason you might not get matched is if you put you're only available in evening and all we have left is somebody who's available in the morning. So then at that point we might ask you, do you want to go ahead and try it, see if you guys can be flexible with each other. We will send you an email. It'll say, here's your language partner name and your language partner's email. And then it's your responsibility to email them, and hopefully they'll respond to your email. If some are short, so if they don't respond, email them again, okay? Email at least twice. But if they're not responding, email us, get back to us, so that we can and say, hey, they didn't respond, can I have a new partner? You want to try to get through that process as fast as you can. There are instructions here for Japanese language partners. The online students, it talks about the recording, talks about doing the activities, etc. Okay, so I encourage you to read those instructions. We update them regularly. Okay, Japanese language partners activities. Now, there are regular World Language Partners activities, and there are language partner activities for sign language students. There are going to be soon Korean language partner activities, but not yet there. So if you are studying Japanese, and I'm assuming all of you are, if you're not, you can let me know, raise your hand or something if you have a different question. But you need to work on the Japanese language partner activities, not the regular World Language Partner activity. So under Japanese 1, these are options. So obviously if you are a fast person, the only one that's really available at the very beginning is this Chapter 1 one. You might want to use the Word doc. Usually I tell people to use the PDF, but if you want to type in hiragana, we're having some trouble with people typing hiragana in the PDF form. So if you're going to type in hiragana, katakana, go ahead and use the Word document, okay? And if you need help finding a free Japanese word processor, you can email us and we can send you a link to download a free simple software that you could type it there and then paste it into the Microsoft Word document. If you're doing it in Romaji, in the PDF form, you're not going to download. The way to save is by clicking on the printer icon. You don't have to have a printer connected to your computer, but you're going to put Save as PDF, and then click Save, and then that will save your information. So you're going to put in your pair number, whatever that pair number is going to be, fill in your information here, and then you're just going to work together to translate what is in Japanese, what are these words. If you want to make any notes about them, you can. So it always starts with the vocabulary, then it moves to your textbook. So remember, it doesn't have any page numbers attached, but it says this is from chapter 1. So you should be able to find the related information in chapter 1. Then taking that information from there, you're going to work on this part, section 2. And all of them have a place where you're going to write a conversation, okay? But you're not just going to write it. You need to record it. By recording it, we mean after you type it, you're going to say, okay, now let's record it. And then you'll go, okay, you be speaker 1, I'll be speaker 2. Okay, speaker 1, hajimemashite, yoroshiku, onegaishimasu, whatever it is that you're going to say, okay? So, language partners. Now, I said you need to record it. When we send you the email saying this is your partner number, this is your partner and your partner's email address, we have, by that time, we have already created a Zoom link here, okay? So you will go to LLC Japanese Canvas, Language Partners, and then go under Partner Zoom Links. You'll click on the one that is for you. Your partner does the same thing on his or her end, all right? And you'll meet together in Zoom. As soon as you both are in there, it is recording. It is recording you. And so one of you will need to take responsibility to do what I'm doing right now and share your screen. So you'll share your screen. And then I usually, if I'm the one sharing the screen, it means I have to be the one typing. So I always suggest make the other person give you the answers so that you're working, as a team. And then just remember at the very end, after you've typed your conversation, and it can be a very short, especially at the very beginning. It can be 15-second conversation. It can be very short. Don't worry about length. But we want to hear you go, okay, speaker 1, I'm speaker 2, you go first, okay, and go back and forth in that recording. When you've finished that, you can stop the recording, then save if it's a Microsoft Word document or if you did the PDF form, save it. The form you're going to complete here, okay? And you can use this link to submit multiple times. You don't have to, we will know if you've submit multiple times to this. One submission does not erase the next submission, okay? So you can do multiple activities and submit all the forms here. And then we check, usually once a week on Thursdays, to see who's done their activity and recording. We will trim the recording down to just the conversation. Your teacher doesn't see all of the whole recording. And then we will email you the recording link, and then it's up to you to send that recording link to your professor. so your professor can see what you did for the Japanese language partner activity. We have a contest for Japanese language partners, well, for all the language partners. So if you just do the one required activity, you're probably not going to win. During summer, if you do 2 or 3, you're probably going to win. We give a $10 gift card at the end of, for anything completed by July 21st. So we need that last week of the summer session to score everybody and get caught up on everything. There are a lot of moving parts to it, I understand. But I will tell you that students who have done this and gotten into it find it very useful. Okay. Now I know that it's hard because you have it as an assignment. This is a great way to learn deeper and faster in Japanese.